everybody, Unearthing Appalachia back. We're back at the old overhang in West Virginia. Travis back with me today. His dig, of course. We went ahead and brought our little sifter down over the hill because we're going to concentrate on staying in this hole today and working back up into the overhang. But guys, hopefully we'll get back soon with an artifact.
We will.
Yeah, like Travis said, we will come back with something today because this place has gave us too much and there's still a lot to be found, and we're going to find it.
We ain't had a good previous 4 times out.
Yeah. But guys, we'll see you here in a little bit, hopefully. Later. Alright, guys. Well, hopefully we keep this streak up. We haven't been here 5 minutes.
Second bucket.
Yep, second bucket. I mean, it ain't spectacular, but
it's an artifact.
It's an artifact. It's
pretty too once it cleaned up.
Yeah, it's base off a broken blade. You can see where it's broke at. It was uniface too. So guys, we're gonna hop off here and get to sifting later. Alright everybody, we're back, but Travis had an emergency to go to. So I ended up, we both left, and I got permission to walk this garden that this guy plows up. He says he has found stuff in it. So guys, hopefully I can get back with you here in a little bit with maybe a point later. Alright guys, I literally have not been in this garden more than 5 foot, staying in one row. And I want you to look, I mean look at this. There's flint. But now look, I found right here, probably been a scraper at one time. It's unifaced. It's got working on it. And I found a broken point. And I've still got a lot of walking left. And I mean, that's just, that right there is just 5 foot in this garden. So guys, I'm gonna hop off here and get to walking. Hopefully I'll be back with a good point later. Alright guys, I'm back. I ain't made it 4 foot, and I believe I've got a broken tip laying here. Yep, that's what it is. Crude one. It's an artifact. Alright guys, later. Alright guys, I've walked more than half of this garden, and I finally, see if I can get it on camera. Look at that. I ain't even picked it up yet, but I know. Yeah, look at that. Carter Cave triangle. Got the tip knocked off on it some. But other than that, that's a killer point. Alright guys, hopefully I find another one before I get out of it. I'm taking it by sections. I've still got 3 sections left, the full length. So guys, I'm gonna hop off here and get to walking. Later. Alright everybody, Unearthing Appalachia back. Guys, like I said, if you just watched the last video, Creek Walking West Virginia, I've been working so much, I'm way behind on videos, but I've got everything sorted out. I've actually got some stuff over here. This will be a new video. And then today, me and Travis went on a hunt, and I found one arrowhead. Nice little whole one. You'll see the video soon. But guys, the way the day started out in the video is me and Travis was over at West Virginia at our old overhang. And you know, if y'all been watching, we've been digging out front. And that day that we dug, we ended up finding, a few little pieces of pottery here and there, just a little bit of flint. I found this broken base off a blade. It's a uniface. I wish that had been whole. That'd have been killer. Well, that's all we got to dig there. And Travis had an emergency. His daughter got sick at school and he had to go pick her up. So I left West Virginia and come back across into Kentucky. And there's a little garden that I've been looking at forever. And the ground looks awesome. I mean, it's black as coal. And long story short, there used to be a fort built in this area, and it was called Fort Vancouver. You can actually research it. Fort Vancouver in Louisa, Kentucky. And the military had built it, but it was overran by Indians. And where this garden is sitting at is not far from where I found this garden at. And I went, knocked on the door, and asked that guy, and he told me, yeah. He said, go right on. He said, man, I've had all kinds of people looking at it. And he said, come on and hunt. So I walked this little garden, found all this pottery laying right on top of the surface where he had plowed it and it had rained. Big old chunks of Carter Cave flint. And this, has to be an 80 by 80 garden. All this flint come out of it. Found this Carter Cave triangle. Here's a broken one. There's the broken one I found. It's got tip knocked off of it. Here's the Carter Cave point. It's got tip knocked off of it. A little bit better quality. And then here's just a tip off of a bigger point. But guys, it's getting harder and harder for us to go knock on doors and find permissions to hunt places. But I'm telling you what, this guy, I've talked to him now. I've hunted this place 2 times. You'll see another video coming up here soon of me hunting. And he told me, he said, listen, he said, I know what you're doing. He said, just do as you want. Come hunt it when you want. He said, if I'm not even home, he said, you can go right on out and hunt. And, I appreciate people like that, because that makes it so easy for us to save this artifacts. So guys, I'm going to hop off here, and I'm going to get started on editing another video for you all. So we'll talk to you later.